Noel, a roller coaster. Talk me through it.
Yeah, listen, I don't know what to say. I thought we were so good for long spells of the game. We said they're a good football inside, and they try and play, try and play through the middle. And I thought once we identified that and got to grips with it after the first few minutes, I thought we were the only team that played there. Created loads of chances today, which is really good to see. That means we're moving in the right direction. Scored 2 good goals, really good goals. Could have had 2 or 3 more, for being honest about it. But look, I'm so proud of the boys. We tired at the end, you can see it. But when you get back at 5 a.m. in the morning after a Wednesday night game, and you've got broken sleep, and you gotta get up and go again the next day, and it's just the league. Look at it, it's embarrassing that there's 4 or 5 games within an hour and a half to 2 hours of each other that they could easily move to the Wednesday night. That doesn't affect their schedule for the week, and it just caught us at the end there. We looked a little bit tired, but credit to the boys, we kept on going. We still created chances at the end, and another day we could have won it.
Does it feel like not a defeat, but it's hard to take when you're 2-1 up away? And the fans have been great, and then you can see later on it hurts, right? Yeah,
of course it hurts. Any goal hurts, you know what I mean? But the fans were brilliant. It does. It hurts obviously because we're 2-1 up, and we speak about lessons learned and making sure when the boys come on the pitch so that we understand and know our jobs. So we just got to get better at it, make sure our young ones learn. But a great experience. I thought Ash was great today until he tired. He started to get cramp, and we thought we couldn't risk keeping him on the pitch, so we put Kelvin A back in there. Which then probably disrupted what we wanted to do near the end of the game. We would have probably blocked up a little bit more with the back three, but that's football, that's life, these things happen. We'll take the point again. We're 2 unbeaten now, we're starting to get a little bit of momentum. We've got to keep on building on it.
The momentum in the first half as well. Reading started well, but it was a slip that got you a goal down in the game. How did you feel when that went in?
No, it's not a slip, it's a foul. It doesn't matter if he's off balance, he's going to clear the ball. When you put your hand and push towards a player and you push him off balance, it's a foul. It's as simple as that. 3 or 4 happened straight after it, and he managed to give them one. So I don't know what the difference was. But yeah, look, it's one of them things. But again, after that, I thought we showed some great character. We come in, we score a really good goal. We're starting to hit areas now. We're starting to look dangerous inside the box. We're getting sharper. Mark looks sharper. I think that was his best game today. He got himself going. He had a couple of close calls, and he worked really hard for the team again to play 90 minutes away on Wednesday to play 90 minutes today. Obviously not having the second striker in to help him was tough for him, but he done a great job for the team.
Mama Kamara with a header at the back post from a fair way out as well. A magnificent goal.
Yeah, I said to him before the game. I said I've got a feeling you'll score today. Just keep on getting in there and keep asking the question, and he did. It's a great header. It's a great delivery from us, and it's something we've been trying to work on in terms of getting the timing in the box, making sure we get numbers in the box, make sure we look at threat to score. I think it's increased and it's got better throughout the weeks have gone. Maybe not obviously on Wednesday when it was a difficult game away from home, but I thought it was there today.
Lewis Wing as well with the assist, and then a few minutes later the real quality for the goal. I guess have you got any more words left for Lewis Wing?
No, look, listen, I think before that the pressure, our pressure was really, really good. We forced him into giving us back the ball. We spoke about then when we done that from Wednesday night, can we be better and keep the ball with 2 or 3 passes by playing forward, but making sure we keep the ball in around the air to keep it alive, and we get support around the box. And Daniel has the first strike at it, and it falls to the right man for us, and it's a great finish.
And into that second half, again, Reading for large parts of it were comfortable.
Yeah, we were, but we did look. I could see it. We felt we tired a little bit, and listen, that's the depth in our squad at the moment. We know that we're not silly, but we'll hopefully over the next couple of days we'll have a couple in to help us. I'm still proud of how we went about it, and I'm disappointed with the obviously we were all disappointed when I went in there. I said Wednesday it felt like a win in terms of that way, but today kind of felt like a loss. It's a good way to be. I said it's a good feeling that we're 2 unbeaten now, and we're starting to build a little bit of momentum. We're starting to build that cohesion that we keep on speaking about, and hopefully the win comes soon.
Big week now in terms of game time. We'll do it bit by bit. But game time, Tuesday night cup game, Saturday, back at home in the league again. Big games. Yeah, big games. We obviously we'll have a look at the squad. We'll address that over tomorrow. We'll come in for recovery tomorrow, and we'll make sure that the boys are there's no knocks or niggles or something doesn't come up overnight. And we'll recover. Eat. I keep on saying we got to eat and drink right, and get the rest in when we can, recover and go again. And then the other side of this week is last week of the window pretty much. It closes a week on Monday, so that deadline is getting closer.
Yeah, it is, yeah. you know, hopefully, like I say, hopefully we get some business done. We will do. I've got no doubt about it. So, sooner the better.
And final word for the fans today. Some great scenes at the end of that first half.
Yeah, they were brilliant. They were brilliant, and this is what we love. We want to give them memories. We want to give them moments. We want to give them wins. You know, so it's important that for ourselves and for that, you know, it comes. But they were fantastic today, and I think they deserve it just as much as we do.
Well done today, Noel. Safe journey home.